What is up? What is up? How are we doing? Welcome back to day 2 of Leetcoding every day until I get a job. Today it's gonna be kind of quick because I gotta go play D&D with my friends. We're playing Call of Cthulhu, whatever that is. Sounds interesting. My good friend Ethan recommended it, so I have like 20 minutes to do this problem, I think. Loki, I'm already about to be late, so I gotta do it in 10 minutes. Okay, fast as possible. So I gotta lock in. If I gotta brute force it, I gotta brute force it, bro. It is what it is, and I'll come back and analyze the most optimal solution later, in a future video at the end of it. Surely, that's the goal. That's the plan. No promises though. All right. Linked list cycle. Given head of a linked list, determine if a linked list has a cycle in it. If there's a cycle in the linked list, if there's some node in the list that can be reached again by continuously following the next pointer internally. Okay, there's a cycle in the linked list if there's some node in the list that can be reached again by continuously following the next pointer. Okay. Why is my fucking highlight not working? Oh my god. Okay, we're refreshing. Oh no. One more time. Highlight. Bam. Okay, it's good. Alright, great stuff. Okay. There's a cycle in a linked list if there's some node in the list that can be reached again by continuously following the next one. I'm leaning too close towards the thing. There we go. This is much better. Okay, back to well, this is to denote the index of the node that is tail's next point connected to. Cycle in a linked list if there's some node in the list that can be reached again by continuously following the next point. POS is used to denote the index. POS is used to denote the index of the node that the tail's next pointer is connected to. Okay. Thankfully, because I'm following along like a general outline of coding patterns, and for context, all the people who did not watch episode 1, following like an outline where you're working through several different, like, let's say, coding patterns, right? For the uninitiated, basically, there's a way where people can learn Leetcode is by learning the relatively like the algorithmic patterns that a lot of the questions similarly use. And I just learned the fast and slow pointer pattern, and they linked this question as a practice problem, so I think this shouldn't be too hard, but I'm also a dumb chud, and this shit's low-key hard, so maybe I'll just get cooked and be slightly late to Call of Cthulhu, but let's lock it. Alright, so the general idea here is that we know there is a loop or kind of occurring in this, let's say, continuous string of like continuous linked list, right? If we have a fast pointer that goes like 2 times the speed of the initial pointer of another pointer, right? So this pointer goes 1 time like normal speed, the fast pointer goes really fast, and eventually there will be a place where the fast pointer meets up with the slow pointer again, right? They catch up to each other, in theory. And at that place, we know that this is a continuous linked list because, or else not continuous. There's a cycle in the linked list, or else the fast pointer wouldn't be back, right? And a while condition we have to determine that it is not a cycle is if the fast pointer just reaches the end of the list and there's nothing else. Then we know, oh, it's cooked. And okay, that's how we should approach it. The position is not given as a parameter, so we can't just do like, and we don't know the relative position of a pointer within the linked list because there's no positional arguments given. So I think that is, yes, the best solution. Okay. So we're given head, fast is equal to head, slow is equal to head, while fast dot next, and no, that doable. And fast dot next. So this is moving 2 times the speed, and slow is equal to fast slow dot next. And if fast equals slow, I'm assuming that Python can like compare. I don't know how like pointers work. I think we're comparing like the reference. It is referencing like in terms of the object itself when we're comparing pointers. In Python, I have no clue. I've only learned C++, so I'm hoping this works. If not, we'll change it somewhere else, somewhere later. What I'm trying to say is that when you're comparing pointers, right? Pointers are essentially like pointing at like an object, right? I don't know if the nature of the pointer being compared in Python is comparing the pointers themselves or the object, like, or it's comparing like, as in they know, like the comparison knows that the 2 pointers are pointing at the same object, right? Like an arrow here and an arrow here. I think it's comparing, like it's talking about like the object they're pointing at when we're comparing. So I think we should be good. So we can return, if fast is equal to slow, then we can return true. And then after that we can return false. Does this work? I was gonna go over the problem we did yesterday again, but this kind of sucks. Null is not defined. Empty? Not empty. Like here? Like this? Does this work? Okay, because we want it, the goal is like to see if next is empty or does not exist, and we know the list has ended, right? There's no cycle. How to check if something is no Python. I don't know, so I'm gonna allow myself to search things up. Is none. Okay. Does this work? Shiba. Okay, shoot. Okay, so the object in itself is, yeah, so while we're checking, we can't even access the object, right? Okay. Okay, so if fast itself is already none, it has no attribute next. But why would fast ever get to that point? I guess if you're going fast, right? You skip 1 pointer. You're going next here. And let's say, yeah, so then there's a situation where fast goes 2 spaces forward. But we say fast next is not none. Right? This is strange. Like, I don't understand. Like, we're checking fast next is not none before we do. Fast next dot next is not none before we do that. So I don't understand why this is the case. Like, where we will have none type object, right? Because we're already checking it. That's not none before you're setting fast to fast dot next dot next. Well, I don't really know the nature of why this is the case, but what edge case would it be where these two? Oh, I guess it is empty. Oh, if head is empty, then we just use test case. What is that? What do we do if head's empty? Is that a cycle, like, in itself? Okay, that is the edge case, I see. What is the expected outcome if head is empty? Okay, I'm just gonna do it. I'm assuming nothing is not a cycle because nothing exists. There we go. Ooh, okay. Life is good. We finished that really fast. Great stuff, chat. All right. I need to go play video games and hang out with friends now, but we're going to be back locked in tomorrow. Harder questions. We're just starting like a new coding pattern right now, so it's pretty easy. Hey, good stuff, good stuff. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.